Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. First of all, I welcome you all the students in grade 8 that you are promoted from class 7 to class 8. And this is our first video recorded class for grade 8 in English. But before recording our first lesson for grade 8 in English, I want to tell you that this is of course one-way communication class, not two-way communication, because you are not involved in it. But beside that, we will try our little best to provide you, to deliver you a very effective and helpful lesson, inshallah, but with your cooperation. So you must follow the video and recording properly for doing your work. So for day 1, this is the class recorded. So let us move on our first chapter, first topic for grade 8, that is the mountain and the squirrel. The Mountain and the Squirrel is adapted from a poem by Ralph Waldo Emerson. These lines have been taken from the poem The Mountain and the Squirrel, adapted from a poem by Ralph Waldo Emerson. Actually, he is the writer of this poem. So before moving towards it, I want you to listen some lines of The Mountain and the Squirrel. So listen to it very carefully.
Literature in English. Activity 2. Read the poem. Match the stanza with its appropriate meaning. The Mountain and the Squirrel. Adapted from Ralph Waldo Emerson. The mountain and the squirrel had a quarrel, and the former called the latter Little Prig. Bun replied, "You are doubtless very big, but all sorts of things and weather must be taken in together to make up a year and a sphere. And I think it no disgrace to occupy my place. If I'm not so large as you are not so small as I, and not half so spry. I'll not deny you make a very pretty squirrel track. Talents differ, all is well and wisely put. If I cannot carry forests on my back, neither can you crack a nut."
Okay, you have listened to this poem carefully, so you can play it many times as you can understand these lines carefully. Okay, so now move on. Page number 1, you have handouts available. On this page, activity 1 is given to you, that is identifying the topic. Look at the 2 images below and write a few sentences to describe what is happening to each. As you know, this is this poem about mountain and the squirrel. So there are 2 different pictures given to you, provided to you. So you have to write down the lines regarding these pictures, that what you have noticed, what is going to happen in this picture as you listen to the squirrel and the mountain poem. So you can also get the idea that what's going on there. So activity 2, understanding the poem as you have listened this poem. So now match the stanza with its appropriate meaning. You have to match on page number 2 and 3. So the mountain and the squirrel had a quarrel. You know that there is a quarrel, dispute between mountain and the squirrel. And the former called the latter Little Prig. Who is saying Little Prig? Who is saying Little Prig? Of course, the mountain. Former means the previous one. Suppose our former Prime Minister, who was our former Prime Minister? Mr. Nawaz Sharif was our former prime minister, and called the letter. Letter means after. So who is after? Squirrel. So mountain is saying to the squirrel, what he is saying to squirrel? Little prig. He is saying to the squirrel, little prig. Prig means annoying person who behaves in a superior way to others. He is mountain is thinking that squirrel is proudy. Okay, so he is giving him name little prig. Little means you are small, so be in your limit. He is trying to say like that. But Bun replied. Bun means squirrel. Bun is replying to him. You are doubtless very big. Means there is no doubt that you are so large. But all sorts of things and weather must be taken in together to make up a year and a sphere. For making this world, or for every system, you are not alone involved. Means mountain is not supporting individually everything, for everything that is happening on earth, but everything is going to be happen with the collaboration of all. There is weather, we know that there are 4 seasons available, 4 weathers available, so everything is going to take their part for running this world. And I think it no disgrace to occupy my place. And I'm not feeling shame that if I'm little, but I'm not feeling shame. Okay, there is no disgrace. If I'm not so large as you, you are not so small as I, and not half so spry. Here Bun is saying that I'm not so large as mountain. Squirrel is not as large as mountain, but he wants to try to say that you are big enough, you are large enough, but I am small, so you cannot be small as I, and not half to spry. Spry means agile and active, very active. You know, you have noticed that how a squirrel run very fast. She is very active. So mountain cannot be active because he is not a person. He is a mountain, that is the part of nature, that is non-living thing. I'll not deny you make a very pretty squirrel track. You know the track on which squirrel move, of course that is made from mountain. So she is appreciating the mountain, that I'm not denying. Deny means refuse or say no. I'm not saying no, or I'm not refusing the fact that you have making my pretty squirrel track. Okay, but talents differ. You have some other talent, you have some other skills, I have some other skills. If I cannot jump, maybe you can jump. I can write, but you can listen very good. So talents differ. All is well and wisely put. If I cannot carry forest on my back, neither you can crack a nut. You have noticed that there are mountains, back of the mountain there are forest. So squirrel cannot put the forest on her back, but neither you can crack a nut. But you know that mountain is non-living thing, so they cannot put any action, they cannot do anything. Even nut is very small fruit, so they cannot crack that nut. Means they don't have such ability that they cannot crack a nut, but a squirrel can do. So they have different talents, they have different skills to do. So after understanding these lines, you have to match these stanzas with the given meanings in front of it. Now glossary is available in front of you. Some vocabulary that is provided in these lines, they are: number 1, prig, as I told you, that is annoying person who behaves in a superior way towards others. Second is bun, bun is squirrel. Third is sphere, sphere is earth or world. And disgrace means shame. or disrespect, and spry means agile and active, deny means refuse, and say no. So I want you students to make sentences of these 6 glossary words available to you. Okay, make sentences on your paper by your own. Okay, so you have to listen to the poem, you have to read the poem by yourself, you have to make sentences of this glossary, and you have to match the stanza with the given lines, and you have to write some sentences regarding 2 pictures available and given on page number 1. Now move on page number 4. Activity 3. Identifying the poet's message. In groups, discuss which of the statements below convey the message of the poem. Now you know very well that we cannot make a group because there is not a live class. So you can do one thing, you can make contact with your classmate and you can discuss with him or her on phone call. Okay, and you can then find out the message for this poem. There are 6 lines available, so you have to select any one that you think that this is the accurate message you are adopting from this poem, the mountain and the squirrel. Then activity 4. Understanding stylistic devices. Fill in the text boxes below with the appropriate information. Here you have to do what? You have to personification. You have to write the example from the poem about personification. Now what is personification? Personification means you give some human characteristic to something that is non-human. We know that who is non-human in this poem and who is what are they talking about. Okay, so personification means giving human characteristics to something non-human. You know, in this poem, is there anything, anybody human? No. So what word or what example you can take in from the poem regarding personification? Any one characteristics you have to write here. Then you have to give your own example, means what human characteristics you can give to non-human by your own. Then rhymes. Definition: words that have a similar sound at the end, that is called rhyme. At the end there is similar sound, so you have to write one example from the poem when you read carefully, so you can come to know and you can write it very easily that what is the rhyming word in this poem. But another example of your own from your practical life, from your daily life, you can also write rhyming word, and you are very much clear about rhyming word. Like if I say food, then book, wood, hood, food, hood. That is rhyming word. Food, hood. Okay, so you have to complete this work on day 1 from page number 1 to page number 5. Okay, thank you so very much. Now we are going to end up our video here, but if still you have any confusion, you can ask on phone call, or you can message us on WhatsApp, or you can come to school if you have any confusion. Thank you so very much. Allah Hafiz. Take care.